and thank you for joining in for the training. It will be informative and very interesting. So as you've heard, my name is Kitonga. I am a very excited distributor and user of Forever Living products. And today I will take us through the topic of our day, which is eye care. Okay. So at the end of the session, I do pray that as that slide shows, that it will be a year where you will enjoy perfect vision. Because when you walk with knowledge and when you walk with understanding, then you are always the better person for it. I'm also going to share information that will help you to love on your eyes, because they are the mirrors to your soul. And they are also the organs that the Lord has given us that is able to view this wonderful world that we have around us, that are able to prevent us from having accidents or falling into injuries, and give us balance and many things that the eyes do in our system. So we will briefly look at that anatomy of the eyes, and as you can see, the eye mainly consists of the eyeball, which is what is showing on the screen. And this is a jelly-like material that is located in the bony cavity of the skull. So each and every living vertebrae, whether it's an animal, whether it's a bird, a fish in the sea, would have an eye. And when we are talking about eye care, we are not just going to concentrate on the eyeball. We are also going to concentrate on the surrounding eyes, which is the eyebrows, the eyelids, and the eyelashes. So in brief, I will just take us through a bit of biology, in the sense that what does the eye consist of? So we have the iris, which is the white area that you see there. Now, what the iris helps us with is that, the colored part that we see. So what it helps us with is that it helps to regulate the amount of light that enters into the eyes, okay? So many of us in Africa, we are known to have brown eyes or black eyes or a little dark brown eyes. But for the Caucasian, they would go with blue eyes, green eyes, yellow eyes, and the like, okay? We also have the pupil. Now, this is the dark center. So within the iris, there is another darker center in it, in that it goes into the middle of the iris, and it helps to minimize the amount of light that goes into the eye by contracting. So when we are looking further out into objects that are in the far distance, you will find that it becomes even more narrower. But when it is near, when you're looking at a product or an object that is near your eyes, that pulpit will normally be more wider than narrower. In the eye, we have the area that is called the lens, okay? So what the lens does is that it helps to focus the light rays into the retina, which is the area right here at the back. So what the light rays will normally carry would be the image that the eye is seeing, which is transferred into the retina. for the retina to now convey that picture as impulses through the optic nerve that will send the message to the brain, and there is where the brain will formulate and inform you as to what it is you're looking at. So this lens is very transparent structure that lies behind the iris. We also have the macula. Now these areas, I'm just mentioning them by virtue that even as we continue with the training, I will be mentioning them. So it is just good for you to know what they are. So the macula is a small area in the retina with special light sensitive cells. Now this gives you the finer details of what it is you're seeing. Yeah. The breadth, the height, the depth, the texture. That is what the macula. So it's a muscle. It's a muscle in nature, and helps you to now be even more clear on what it is you'll be looking at, or what it is you're looking at. And then we also have the optic nerve, which is right there at the back. So when you see the image through the pupil, transferred through the iris, captured in the lens, and being what do you say, projected to the retina. Now the optic nerve now comes in and, excuse me, and connects the eye to the brain by carrying the impulses that the retina is producing to the brain, where the impulse will be interpreted as an image. Okay, so basically those are the key areas that we are going to look at even as we continue on with the eye care. So we have general ways of taking care of our eyesight. And one way that we are encouraged is to eat a very healthy, balanced diet. And more often than not, when we look at the research, many are advised to take the Mediterranean diet, which involves eating a lot of fresh fruits, a lot of vegetables, as that picture shows, a lot of fish, and consuming oils that are friendly to the heart, oils like olive oil and the like. So why are these important? We realize that many of the problems that we face as human beings can be broadly grouped into two areas. Either there is a deficiency in nutrients, or because of toxicity. Okay, so we are encouraged to eat lots of vegetables, as I said, that are deep yellow, orange, and green in color, simply because they contain what are known as carotenoids that are helpful nutrients that help to prevent and protect the eye from damage. So what are these vegetables that we can eat? Things like spinach, broccoli, kale, or sukuma wiki, any other dark-leafed vegetables would work to protect our eyes from conditions such as cataracts and AMD, or what is known in full as age-related macular degeneration. Now, as I had said earlier, the macula is the muscle that works behind the iris, or that is before the iris, that formulates and takes in the images that will be projected even onto the retina. Okay, so we find that these particular vegetables are very rich in vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, lutein, xenothins, and the like. Okay, so I'll just briefly share on why these nutrients are important for the eye. When we look at vitamin C's that we normally get from oranges, grapefruits, strawberries, tomatoes, green pepper, red pepper, broccoli, and the like, you find that vitamin C is very good in terms of the quality of skin. And skin is not just the skin that we see, the outer skin, the entire body is made up of skin. So when you have good and sufficient amounts of vitamin C, it means that the cells in themselves will be quality cells. When we're looking at areas like the retina that has light sensitive cells, if they're of good quality, then they will function as they should. Okay. We also have the vitamins like vitamin E, which we can get from almonds, sunflower, olive, avocado. Now, the vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant. So when we combine the vitamin E and the vitamin C, which is also a powerful antioxidant, we find that these two vitamins help to prevent any damage that would arise from the sun rays, okay, or from the free radicals that would be roaming in the system, courtesy of just the body operating as it should be. Vitamin E is also very good in maintaining the oxygen levels in the entire body system. So since the eye is a living organ that requires to stay alive, when we have healthy oxygen levels, then we ensure what we are effectively doing is that we're ensuring that the eye stays longer, healthier, and you will be the better for it. We have other vitamins like vitamin B2 that works very well hand in hand with omega-3s that maintain and keep the eye normal eye vision or daily normal vision that we need for our day-to-day work. The zinc is wonderful for repair. Yeah. So when you have sufficient levels of zinc, it means that the old cells will be able to break down and be removed from the system, in as much as new cells are being produced and being replicated. So in essence, it is just the zinc helps to maintain the normal functioning of the body on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so we get zinc from legumes. We have beans, our lentils, our njahes, seeds, pumpkin seeds, meat, seafood, dairy, you have milk, cheese, eggs, and all those are very good zinc, very good sources of zinc. Now, we are going to look at two key areas, like two key nutrients that are called lutein, that's Lutein, and zeaxanthin. Now, what these nutrients do is that, number one, they are naturally found in the retina. Okay, remember that the retina is the light-sensitive tissue behind the eye, which helps to receive the image that is being projected through the lens and change the same image into pulses, which is transmitted to your brain to now tell you what it is you're looking at. So if you are going to eat foods that are rich in these two nutrients, what it means is that you will automatically work for the health of your eye. Okay. Now these are found in any of those colored, the orange, the carrots. You're told that the best foods that we should eat is you make a habit of munching on carrots or drinking carrot juices, because it will work well for the eyes. Now, these ones are found, these two lutein and zeaxanthin are found in fruits such as and foods such as the spinach, the kale, the broccoli, asparagus, raspberries when it comes to fruits, papaya, peaches, mangoes. And you will realize that all these, if they're not falling on the green colored vegetables and fruits, it also falls on the orange or deep yellow rich, like the mangoes, orange and deep yellow colored fruits. Okay. So what else can we use to ensure that we are working on the maintaining a healthy diet? We have herbs that can be used. Things like saffron that have been found to work on cataracts. Herbs like ginkgo biloba, which help to reduce or slow down the degeneration of the retina. Herbs like the passion flower. Now, these ones help to relax the small eye blood vessels. Yeah, they are known to be very good in relaxing the nerves as well as in reducing stress. We have herbs like the grape seed. Now, these are found to be very good in helping with the cataracts, an eye disease that comes because of diabetics, which is known as diabetic retinopathy, and also help with the eye strain. Foods like fennel are also good because they help to reduce inflammation. So if your eyes are tired and they are swollen, or when you take fennel as fennel tea, or when you add it in your food, it will help to reduce with the inflammation. What foods should we avoid? Number one, many of us, I know, we love our sugar. So we are told that take all things in moderation. And when your diet consists of a lot of white sugar, not only the sugar that you take through your teas or your drinks, we also have the hidden sugars in when you take a lot of sugary and sweet things like cakes and biscuits and the like. So we avoid this because they rob the body of calcium. Now, why is calcium important? Calcium is important because it helps with the contraction and relaxation of the muscles. And as we say, the macula is a muscle in the eye. So for it to work as effective as it should, it needs the calcium. It also enables you to be prone to diabetic simply because it will use up the insulin levels in your body. Yeah, and insulin is the natural hormone that the body uses to regulate on the blood sugar. And when that is interfered with, then automatically you are at risk of developing diabetes. Now, as we said earlier, diabetes is also known to cause damage in the retina. So many are people who normally suffer with diabetes. When the sugar levels are so high, you'll find that they will always complain of blurry eyes, and eventually they would, if it is not corrected, then you find that they suffer blindness because of their high sugar levels. So over and above that, sugar is known to have other health challenges. You would add weight, and with excessive weight or obesity, the complications of heart disease and the like will also come into play. Number two, avoid also excessive salt. Why? Because it hardens, the excessive salt hardens the arteries. Okay, we say that for the eye to exist as a functioning organ, it needs the flow of blood to get to it, to bring in the nutrients that it requires, to bring in the oxygen that is needed. So when the arteries are hardened, what that simply means that it is that there will be poor circulation to the eyes, which will end up causing you to have weak vision. Okay. Over and above that, salt is also known to increase blood pressure. Okay, and some of the diseases that also lead to blindness is also attached to or connected to having high levels of blood pressure that affects the optic nerve, which will helps to send the message to your brain, and ultimately for the brain to bring back to you the response of an image of what it is you're looking at. Avoid also white flour. Okay, I know we are chapati lovers and we love our cakes and scones, but kindly minimize, because research has also shown that the same way you would mix white flour outside with water and it becomes pasty and gummy, is the same way it will go into your system. When you take a lot of it will become pasty and gummy and it will stick on your walls. What that would mean is that when your digestive walls are clogged up, number one, the nutrients will not be absorbed into the bloodstream. Number two, you will start piling on the weight, and with weight, obesity. With obesity, diabetes, and the circle starts all over again. So ultimately, it also, by clogging up the system, it means that you will become blocked up or constipated. Now, as I'd said earlier, the major of the diseases that affect us is courtesy of nutrients deficiency and toxicity. So if you're clogged up, it means you're not removing the waste that needs to leave your body on a day-to-day basis. And that waste builds toxin into the system, which will be absorbed into the blood, and then the entire system cycle starts again because of the toxin levels in your system. So
Sorry, Carol.
yes,
Carol, I
yes.
think a slide is stuck.
No,
Are we still on?
I'm still in one area.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's the same slide, yeah?
Same slide.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So we encourage you to maintain those quality food intakes, healthy balance. Avoid also the caffeinated, as I said earlier, because of the sugar levels, things like coffee, soft drinks, alcohol, anything that major on artificial colors and flavors, fried foods. Avoid those, because ultimately you will be having the same issues with obesity. You'll have the same issues with a toxin colon. You'll have the same issues of built up of waste in your system that will ultimately impact your eyes. Okay, so we also encourage you to drink adequate amount of water, okay? And we say adequate. We encourage to drink at least a minimum of 8 glasses of water, okay? Now, when we say 8 glasses of water, we don't encourage you to drink all that in one go, yeah? Because as you drink, we say stagger the water. Take 2 glasses in the morning, another 2 hours later, another 2 hours later, until at the end of the day, you have taken the 8 glasses. Now, why is it important for you to have adequate levels of water? Now, the eye, a majority or a major bit of it not only contains muscle, but is also liquid for the tear ducts to operate, to lubricate your eyes and keep them comfortable. You need water, okay? So when the body is dehydrated, the effect you will feel on your eyes is that you feel that the eyes are dry, the eyes are a bit scratchy, the eyes are irritated. So the drinking of water ensures that the tear ducts are well supplied with liquid that will keep the eyes lubricated, okay? Number 2 is it is important to maintain the amounts of water that are only needed by the body. If you take too much of water, what the body will do is, one, either cause you to go to the washroom to release, because it only needs so much, the body itself being 70% of water. Number 2, the excessive water now does the reverse also when it comes to the eyes, okay? One, it causes the eyes to blink frequently. That's the reaction of the body, that the eye will start blinking frequently. Now, the more you blink, the more drier your eyes will become. Number 2, it causes the eyes to get, or for you to have puffy bags under the eye. And that in itself is not interesting, because we said we are not only looking at the eyeball, but we're also looking at the surrounding area, the eyelids, the eyelashes, the eyebrows, which make up part of your eye. So if you wouldn't want to go around with puffy eyes, avoid taking excessive liquid, okay? Over and above that, then, matters that do not relate to the eye, excessive liquid will also cause your kidney to be waterlogged. You might not know of this phenomena, but when people have been known to drown in their own water when you take a lot of liquid than what the body requires. Remember, excessive liquid means excessive urination, and when you release water in that way, you lose on many electrons that are needed for your body to retain the energy and to maintain the wellness of the entire body. Other things is that you will have general body weakness and will suffer also from lower back pain. Now, the other way of dealing with the eye is that we encourage you to maintain a healthy liver. And this can be maintained through, one, the diet, yeah, that when you avoid eating fatty, fried, yeah, processed, we are maintaining the liver. Now, why would the liver be important? Research has shown that there is a direct relation between the quality of a functioning liver and the quality of good eyesight. Those two are interlinked, okay? So what the liver does is that it is involved with the sending of energy, nerve impulses, and blood to the eyes. As a purifying organ, it is the place where your blood will be removed toxins before it is recirculated and pumped back into the heart for redistribution by the body. So the liver plays a very important role in the quality of your eyes, because if it does not purify the blood, it means the blood, impure blood, will be distributed back to the heart, loaded with toxins, and the cycle starts again. Highest toxin levels in the blood, quality of health of the eyes will be affected, and ultimately the eye will also be affected. Now, when the liver cleans the bloodstream, it will help to strengthen your eyes. Yeah, it will help to strengthen your eyes. It will help to maintain the oxygen levels in the eyes. Yeah? And issues about having heavy dark circles in the eyes will be avoided. Okay, so are we good this far? Now, another key area of maintaining your good eye care is ensuring that you have good reading habits. Okay, many of us, as the picture shows, have a tendency of reading while in bed. Okay, and that posture, especially when you're dealing with laptops, phones. As you can see that the light is reflecting on our face, that kind of light is not good to your eyes. Okay, so what are these good reading habits? We encourage you not to lie down on the sofa or bed as you read. Locate an easy chair, hold whatever you're reading, whether it's your tablet or your phone, at an elbow's length. That distance will not strain your eyes because the light will not be in your face. Okay. Number two, it is also a very comfortable distance for you to read from your tablet, from your computer, or from your book. Okay. Two, do not read in a moving vehicle. Yeah. Now that helps in just maintaining or preventing eye strain, because if the target keeps moving, especially in our roads that are not so level or straight, they are bumpy. So you find that you keep being jerked to and from. That constant moving of the book strains the eyes. And with the strained eye, you will have fatigue, you will have headaches, and the like. Also, do not read in a room that is not well lit, because now you'll be causing the eye to work extra to focus on what it is you're reading, because there's not sufficient lighting. By the same level, do not read in a room that has extreme or excessive light, because that will also cause eye strain on you. I said, reading, hold the book at an elbow's length from the eye, from where you can comfortably see it. Now, the photo we are now looking at is just showing us the kind of light, the blue light that is normally reflected into our eyes when we read up close, especially when you are using our digital, what do I call them? The phones, the tablets. I've forgotten the word. Okay, so that blue light is not healthy to your eye, and I will explain further as we go along. Okay. Maintain a healthy weight. Okay, maintain a healthy weight. And as I said before, when you are overweight, you have issues that put you prone to heart attack because your arteries will get clogged up with fat. They will be reduced, leading to blood pressure, and all that will ultimately impact you in the amount of blood that reaches the eye, the amount of oxygen that will be carried in the same eye, and not to mention you at risk of developing diabetes. And as I'd said earlier, diabetes has been known to be one of the major reasons why some people have issues with their eyesight. Okay. So we encourage you, by eating healthy, you will maintain a good weight. By doing regular exercises, we'll also maintain your weight. Not only that, it will help to strengthen muscles in general, yeah. And when you do that, then you reduce on having issues with blood cholesterol, high blood pressure, and having diabetes. Now we encourage you to also exercise your eyes. I have included there a link for you to look at that particular video that shows on the different types of eye exercise. And what it simply means is that, now I don't know if it is on my end. Is my screen shaking on your end? Emmanuel? 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 Can somebody give me a thumbs up if your screen is okay on your side?
Yeah, screen is fine.
Okay. It's just that on my end, it's shaking. Okay. So these eye exercises are very simple. Okay. Now, when you do them, it not only helps to improve your eyes, it helps to prevent the dryness of the eyes. It reduces fatigue, improves circulation, and like the last bit, it helps reduce you from developing eye diseases. So what kind of exercises are these? You can choose one to either blink frequently, even as you read, yeah, that after like half an hour of reading, you blink, being intentional to blink. Number two would be an exercise where you can draw a figure 8, say focus on the wall, and just draw an imaginary figure 8 with your eyes without moving your head. Okay. The other exercise that you can try is to roll your eyes within. Yeah. Do a circular motion within your eyes where you can look from the bottom all the way up and below. And all these exercises are just there to ensure that the muscles are kept healthy. Oxygen levels are encouraged towards the eye. The arteries are also maintained as flexible as should be. The same thing with the flexibility of the pupil, the flexibility of the retina, and the flexibility of the lenses. So that is why those are very, very key. Okay, we encourage you to wear sunglasses. Now, the sunglasses are there to simply reduce on the harmful ultraviolet rays that come in from the sun. Okay, and a good quality eye sunglasses is one that will block between 99 to 100% of those two ultralight, the ultralight aging eyes and the ultralight burning radiation lights. Okay, so when you do that more often, when you go out into the sunlight and you're wearing your sunglasses, all you're doing is that you're helping yourself from getting cataract in the future. It also works in helping you reduce your risk of age-related macular degeneration, because when the rays burn that muscle, the macula, when the rays affect it, then it will not be as easy to contract or relax as it should. And so it will not give a very good background upon which the retina can work for the image that you're seeing to be projected on the same. Okay, so invest in good quality sunglasses. Now, if you're wearing cataracts, we encourage you to take the required steps of preventing eye infections. Okay, so what are these? It means that keep the cataract in the solution that is normally provided when you buy, not the cataract, sorry, keep the contact in the solution that is normally provided when you buy them. Okay, ensure that they are maintained clean. Ensure that when you are fitting them in your eyes, that your hands are also clean. So that means that you have to have washed your hands well with a good soap that will deal with any bacteria, any germs that would be resting on the same that can cause eye infections. When you're on site, then wear protective eyewear, the goggles. Ile ya mijengo, as they say in Kiswahili. If you're welding, don't expose your eyes to the risk of having those flares come into contact with the same. If you're building or you're in like the extreme sport, then wear your protective eye gear. And that would include maybe a helmet in some instances, the goggles in others, whatever is needed, just make sure that you are there. Okay. Avoid smoking. Why? It increases the damage that comes, that affects the macular area. Okay. It also the heavy smoke also damages the optic nerve that sends the messages to the brain on what it is that the eye has seen. Okay. Know your family medical history. This is important because it will help you in dealing with the issues up front. So your family has diabetes. By knowing, then you will know what steps to take and what not to do in order to keep you from the challenges that will come with the same. If you're known to be prone to adding on weight, then it means you'll observe the right foods, eat well, eat at the right time, sleep well, and all that will help you. It will empower you to know how to keep you safe. Okay. And last and not least, know your any other risk factors. Okay. This would fall in anything between where do you work? In some areas, because of where we work, they are very toxic areas. They have a lot of fumes. So if you know what your other risk factors, then you'll be able to handle yourself even better. Okay. So on this one, the last is sleep. Give your eyes rest. We're encouraged to have a minimum of 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, minimum. Oh, okay, a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Why? Even as your body needs to rejuvenate and regenerate itself, your eyes too require adequate rest to serve you better. Okay. Now, the rest does not only mean when you're at sleep. The rest also means when you're going about your daily work. Uh, when you're using your computer, we encourage you to observe the 20-20-20 rule. It means work on your computer or read your tablet for 20 minutes, lift your eyes from that, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds, and then come back. See, when you do that, that slight change helps to reduce the eye strain that you will suffer if you just maintain a constant work ethic of using your eyes. Okay, so that will reduce on the eye strain. The other one is that blink. Every time you blink, you reduce stress, you ease the strain in your eyes. Okay. For the ladies, please use your eye makeup safely. Okay. And this means that the brushes you use for your eyelids, for putting the eyeshadow, let them be clean, because dirty equipment or for the mascara will put you prone to eye infections. Yeah. Do not share also. Do not share your especially mascara. Do not share because it is the one that is most nearest to your eyes as opposed to the eyeshadows. So the likelihood of you carrying an infection from one user to another is even higher. Okay, so use your makeup safely and avoid sharing. Also, do not use eye makeup that has expired. Okay, discard any eye makeup that has expired, so as you don't have any allergic reaction. So I will just play this short video to emphasize on that part of eye makeup, and then we can continue.
We can't hear unless you enable sound from your Zoom.
Sorry.
I'm saying we can't hear unless you enable sound from your Zoom settings.
I was going to add then I left.
It's not audible. Carol, we can't hear.
You can't hear?
Yeah.
It's at full.
Okay. The sound is distorted, so it's not very clear. Maybe just keep it.
Okay. So that is that gives us the general tips that we need to consider when we are looking at the eye care. But even as a company, we do have products within our portfolio that work very well for the goodness of the eye. So that is what I'm going to take you through in a short while. Now, as a company, Forever Living Product is known as the leading owners and producers of aloe vera-based products. Now, this is controlled from the plants to the products to you. So what that means is that we can assure you on the quality, we can assure you on the systems that have been put in place to ensure that the products that you finally get on you or in you are of the highest quality. Secondly, our aloe vera is known as to be the finest available worldwide. So what are the kind of products that we need to look at that will help us to maintain our eye care? Now, the first one is our C9. Now, we said earlier that one way of maintaining the eye care is that you ensure that you maintain your weight. Now, the C9 is a 9-day program that can be used by anybody except for those who are either pregnant women or lactating women. So to help you reduce on any weight that you may have built up. It is also a wonderful detox program. Now, in amongst the products that are in there is the aloe vera that will not only nourish your system with quality over 200 nutrients that the body requires, it is also a detoxifier. It has been found to help reduce cholesterol. It has been found to help you balance the sugar in the body and the like. We have a product here that is known as, no, sorry about that. Let me just go back. We have a product here that is the Garcinia Plus. So what the Garcinia does is that it works at helping you burn excessive fat that may be in your system. That you may be eating your food, but whatever is already in the system, the Garcinia comes in to burn that so that it can be removed by the aloe vera that you'll be drinking. Secondly, it helps to reduce that bad cholesterol. Reduce and the bad cholesterol that is would be lining in your arteries, and reduced cholesterol means reduce blockages of the arteries. Reduction of that means high blood pressure is also reduced, and you are all the better for it. Okay, the terminate works at increasing the metabolism rate. So you are able to burn your food easily and faster. That helps in ensuring that you don't get clogged up in your system. Over and above that, the Garcinia also helps to stabilize the blood sugar levels. Okay, and it helps hand in hand with the insulin to maintain the good sugar levels in your system. Okay, so that is our C9. Okay, we have the Forever Eye Vision. Okay, this product now contains those nice carotenoids that I talked about, the lutein, the zeaxanthin, and the mesozeaxanthin. Okay, that including the bilberry will work towards your body having very quality and powerful antioxidants that will keep any damage not only to the cells of the body, the entire eye, okay, keep you from degeneration of the muscles and the like. So for normal vision, we encourage you to take our eye vision because it will help you to see longer and better. Over and above that, you saw the blue light that we expose ourselves when we are using our tablets and our computers. It helps to filter so that not a lot of it comes into the eye. That's the blue light. So when you're using that, then automatically it's like having, when you have the skin protector on your computer, it works the same. It filters that blue light so that not much of it gets into your eye, even as it fights the free radicals through the lutein and the xenothins that I talked about earlier. Okay, we have the Forever Arctic Sea. Now, this is ideal for maintaining the quality of your arteries, the capillaries. Simply because it goes in and it breaks down the cholesterol that would build up in there to thin the same. It works at also maintaining the normal vision of the eye. It works for the nerves, yeah, because it is useful in maintaining the transmission of the information, the impulse that will be carried from the retina through the optic nerve to the brain. It is what enhances the vibration or at which those impulses will flow from one area to another. So when that is maintained, then it means that the relay of information from the retina to the brain and back is as swift as it should. You will not have a delayed reaction, and because there's a delayed reaction, a delayed response, if you are seeing danger and that information is relayed by a delayed reaction, you would expose yourself to danger. So that is where the Arctic Sea comes in. It is also very good in maintaining your health. Yeah, it is wonderful even for the nerve health because it works from the inside together with the B12. Okay, now the B12 in Forever is packaged with folic acid. Now, this packaging is simply because that we realize as a company that B12 works very well when coupled with the folic acid. Now, this is important because it works towards maintaining your red cells, which is needed for it, for blood to carry, red cells to produce the blood, and good quality blood means high oxygen levels. Good quality blood means the quantity is also maintained to the eye, and the health of the eye is maintained. Good quality red blood cells means also oxygen levels are also maintained, and that works together with the vitamin E in maintaining the good oxygen levels. Over and above that, we have the melanin sheet, which is when you look at a cable, I always explain it like when you look at a wiring cable, the outer layer that protects the wiring inside is what the melanin sheet works for the nerves. It insulates the nerves. So you will not be stressed. And when we are thinking of nerves, you're also thinking of that optic nerve. There is no stress that it will be exposed to stress levels. And if it is exposed to stress levels, the eyesight will also be impacted. Okay. Over and above that, it improves the conduction of signals to the brain from the retina through the optic nerve. Okay. We have also the folic acid being critical in the ability of the cells to divide and replicate themselves. As we said, when we are talking about vitamin C, the entire of your body is about cells. Okay, so when the folic acid is working hand in hand with the vitamin C, then the cells are able to divide, to replicate, and maintain the quality of your eye. For young children, because eye does not just mean when we are fully grown. For women who are pregnant or planning to get pregnant, the folic acid is ideal for the nervous system of the entire body. Development of that nervous system of the entire body in the child and maintaining the same even as you grow into your adulthood. Wonderful, because vitamin B12 is normally gotten from animal source. So this vitamin B12 is wonderful for anybody who is a vegetarian or who is in the vegan family. We talked about maintaining a good detox, okay, and maintaining a clean system. Our aloe blossom tea works towards that. Not only will it help you relax, okay, not only will it help you with the quality of sleep, not only will it help you in the digestion because of the herbs that it has. It has the cinnamon, the cloves, the ginger, the cardamoms, all that, plus the aloe flowers. So when you take it, any bloatiness that you may be having in your system will be sorted. Any constipation that you would be having in the system because of the mixture of herbs, then it will help you to have a relief and go through and have motion at the end of the day. When you have regular motion, your colon is kept clean. A clean colon means levels of toxins are reduced and the vicious cycles also continues. And last and not least, it has low calorie. No calories. So when you're talking of sugar levels, this will work for you because there is none at all, okay? And caffeine free. We have absorbency. Now, as we had said, that absorbency will maintain the quality of your cells all through. It also will maintain the quality of the collagen in the same cells, yeah. And we find that for our absorbency, we have mixed it with papaya. Remember papaya? One of the fruits that you need to be taking to maintain the antioxidants and the xenothins that is required in the body. We have honey, which is known to be a natural multi-mineral product, and oat bran. Now, why is oat bran important? Oat bran is important in this case because absorbency of vitamin C is found to be highly, it is water soluble. So you lose it when you sweat, you use it when you go for short calls, you lose it when you're cooking. If it's in the food, you lose it. So when we combine our vitamin C with oat bran, what it means is that the science that has been used will allow the vitamin C to be slowly released into the system so that the body can maximally use, absorb, and make use of it. You won't lose your vitamin C back into the urine, or you won't lose it into the sweat. Okay. Vitamin C, as we also had said, is a very powerful antioxidant that fights the free radicals that are roaming around in our system, uh, courtesy of the normal day-to-day body functions, metabolism, breathing in, breathing out is enough to create the free radicals. Okay. We have Forever Daily. Now, Forever Daily is a multivit, multi mineral. Okay, as the pictures indicate, all those wonderful vegetables and fruits are all combined in the same. Okay, all those wonderful, the red, the orange, the green. Yeah, some to the level that we know some of us, we would not, if you were to given some of those foods, you will not eat. So the Forever Daily is a wonderful answer to you getting all those wonderful food, vegetables and fruits to maintain the quality of the eye. Okay, and as that graph shows, all the vitamins that you require, A, B2, B12, C, D, to mention but a few, zinc, selenium, all those are also found in that product. We have bee pollen. Bee pollen is as a natural complete food as you would get it. Okay, so if you somewhere and you're going to miss on and taking a meal, when you take a bee pollen, you're as good as having eaten all your vegetables, your protein, whatever would translate into a balanced meal. Over and above that, the bee pollen is a wonderful regulator of pressure. It strengthens your blood vessels and in general takes care of your cardiovascular system. So if your heart is healthy, it will pump the blood well, which will flow to the entire body, to the eyes as well, and you'll be the better for it. Okay. We also have lithium. Now, lithium is a powerful, powerful antioxidant. So for the company, they've not only given us lithium, they've given us lithium plus. So the plus there involved, it has been paired with the licorice, which is a wonderful tonic that is famously even used by the Chinese to reduce on inflammation and to improve eyesight. Okay. The lithium is also known to be, the licorice is also known to be very anti-aging. So as you take issues where we're having the age-related, if it keeps you younger longer, then you will be better for it, okay? Powerful properties of vitamin E found in that mixture. And vitamin E, as I said, will maintain the oxygen levels in your eyes. It will also maintain the moisture levels. So your tear ducts will remain at optimum level, and thus it will prevent the dry eyes that would come when the eyes are not well lubricated. The lithium also detoxifies the liver, okay, and the blood. Yeah, as we had said, high toxins will impact the eye ultimately, and it also works in reducing the sugar levels because it mimics, within it is a product called chromium that mimics insulin and is able to reduce on the sugar levels in the blood, and by so doing, help you to maintain and keep you away from diabetes. Okay. Last and not least, it works at preventing night blindness. Okay. So why? It helps you to be able to reduce the night glare, from oncoming vehicle. Yeah. So because of the high quantity of vitamin E in it. We have fields of green. Now this is not only a multi-mineral, multivitamin product, it contains wheatgrass, barley grass, alfalfa, cayenne pepper. All these are rich in nutrients. All these are wonderful in maintaining the healthy circulation of blood to the eye. The alfalfa, cayenne, and the fiber in the wheatgrass and barley, and it aids in digestion. So issues of being clogged up will be reduced. Issues of constipation will also be reduced. Alfalfa is also very rich in chlorophyll that helps to counter the effects of radiation. So when we are talking of the blue light, either from the sun or from the computer, that will be the chlorophyll in the alfalfa helps to counteract the effect that it will have on the rays will have onto your eyes and the entire system by the same margin. Alfalfa also helps the body in its healing and cell growth for optimum use. Over and about that, it reduces cholesterol levels and the like, even as with germ it reduces, it fights the degeneration of the muscle. Remember the macula, so it will help to fight the degeneration that comes with the exposure of either to the light rays or the toxins and the like, even as it enables that muscle to be energetic enough to function as it should. Wheat germ also provides longevity and vitality. Yeah, all that means is that your eyes stay younger, longer, and operating at their optimum level. It improves on the reflexes. When we're looking at reflexes, the iris contracts as a reflex, the pupil as well, the retina as well. So all those work as effectively because of the reflexes in the muscles. Last and not least, it improves on the utilization of oxygen during exercises. I gave you a link on the eye exercise. So as you do that, then the oxygen levels will be used as optimally, keeping your eyes as healthy longer as possible. Now we said we are not only looking at just the eyeball, we're also looking at the other areas of the eye. So for this, we have awakening eye cream. Sorry, that word should be reading awakening eye cream. Now this handles the outer, the eyelids, as the gentleman is showing, though that area, that sensitive area around your eyeball. So what it does is that it prevents wrinkles, okay? It also works towards dealing with some of the puffiness that you may experience, yeah, because of taking too much water, taking too much of alcohol, sleeping, not having adequate sleep. So it works towards maintaining that particular area. And in case of any dark circles, the eye cream, even as you apply, will work very favorably to deal with the same, okay? We have the liquid soap. This comes in handy when we are washing, when we need to wash our hands. When it can also be used as a moisturizing cleanser to deal with, for instance, if you wear contact lenses, given that it has 100% of aloe vera, stabilized aloe vera gel, which is antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal, then you would be better as you use it to not only wash your hands, but also wash your contact lenses and your makeup brushes and the like. We have finally the aloe activator, and as the name says, it activates, okay? It activates cell growth, yeah? And it is also a renewing. So if there is a general weakness because of the amount of nutrients that come with in the aloe vera and the allantoin, then it in Swahili we would say itachemsha, you know, it will just give an extra nudge to revitalize and refreshen and restore the cells so that they work optimally. Okay, a superb moisturizing and cleansing agent. Now, when it comes to the eye, you can use it also as eye drops. Okay, he said lubricated eyes work for you. Maintaining levels of water works for you. So one way that, one other habit that you can add is that when you mix it on a 1-to-1 ratio, whatever the amount of activator you would have measured, yeah, ensure you dilute it with an equal amount of distilled water, and you can use it to not only work as an eye wash or an eye drop, yeah, with the aloe vera being antifungal, antibacterial, and antifungal. It will do what? It will deal with any of those organisms if they exist in your eyes. If you have any issues with the eye as well, probably have an infection, it is wonderful. I have used it before to deal with eye infection, and as you're using it, it will also nourish and feed the eye as well. Okay, so as I finish, I say, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Take any of those cares. Take all of them, if actually take all of them and just one by one adapt the procedures. And as you do that, not only will you be taking good care of your eye. I say eyes are the mirror to your soul. Eyes are the mirrors that show you what the beautiful world has in store for you. Eyes help you in keeping yourself safe and to protect you. So when you do take up one or two and then you build up on the same, you will be the better for you. So protect your wellness, for your health is your wealth. So thank you for listening to me. I will hand over to Emmanuel.
Wow, thank you, Carol, for that amazing presentation, walking us through the eye care. I didn't imagine or believe that the eye needs or demands so much attention. You know, they just thought of washing our eyes and moving along. But today I've really had quite a bit. I want to believe the rest of us who are still here have learned quite a lot as well. So nakushukuru sana for that. So thank you guys for the wow. Time keeps running when you're doing something amazing. So I'd like to thank all of you for keeping it here till now. Without much ado, we will close the session and do this next time. So have a good evening, take care of yourself, and remember to at least do what you've learned today. You'll be very, very grateful. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.